humanity. Earlier you talked about Basic Instinct and how the world has changed since Basic Instinct. We seem to have had several decades where we've had wizards and elves and superheroes, and the idea of sort of sex on screen has been a little bit less evident. But recently we've had several films like Challengers and Love Lies Bleeding, which have brought, well, as one person said, cinema has got horny again. I was just
Cinema what?
has got horny again.
On what?
Horny.
Horny again. Horny.
Oh, horny.
And I just wondered, because the world has changed since Basic Instinct, what sort of advice you would give maybe actors who are going to be in films which have explicit sexual content, what advice you might give, how you would look at that, and also as a spectator of films, as an audience member yourself, is this something you welcome, and when we're going back to more adult themes, something that we can appreciate rather than the children's cinema of Marvel?
Well, I don't see it as a horny thing. And of course, on streaming television, it's not new. It's not something we're coming back to, in my opinion. It's something that's just naturally become more and more natural in television. I am not of the, I don't see it in that same perspective, so I have to respond from my own perspective, which is that you wouldn't be here if it wasn't natural. None of us would be here if sex and sexuality wasn't a natural part of our human condition. And I think that now that we are portraying, I just have to say now that women are writing, directing, producing, filming, more and more a part of filmmaking, films are less about men writing films about their fantasies of the way women are, and actresses are less asked to portray the male fantasy, and then critics are less asked to tell us if we fulfill the male fantasy or not. The film business has changed from whether women are fulfilling the written, directed, produced, edited, cut, and criticized if we have met the male fantasy, and now it's more about, are we fulfilling the human condition? The human condition, we wouldn't be here if sex wasn't a natural part, like trees and air and water and dirt. The fact that it was made dirty to begin with is because it was a singular perspective fantasy. That is why you're calling it horny, because it was the objectification of women solely. It wasn't about the very natural human condition that is nature. Procreation is nature in every species. Birds do it, bees do it, even educated fleas do it, I've heard. So I feel differently about it than I would guess many people in this audience do. But I'm guessing that a lot of the ladies in this audience might be relieved to see sex and sexuality becoming portrayed more realistically on screen. And you ask how I feel about it.